wow, we are here finally for the very long, more than a year I feel like now, much requested, waited, whatever, I don't even know what I'm saying anymore, journal tour. I don't know how to explain this. It's not like an art journal because I put like literally anything that I want to in it. It's not a bullet journal. No, stop saying that. It is not a bullet journal. I don't do those because I have a planner. So yeah, this I just kind of put like whatever I want to in it. I just do some like art bits, like try to be crafty, memories, you know. So that's what this consists of. Now, this is all for 2017. So this is my 2017 art journal. Not really art, but you know, we'll call it that for now. This notebook is the Makuza journal from Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, and my mom got it for me for Christmas in 2016. Wow, it's so long ago now. Anyways, yeah, and this is what she looks like. Very gorgeous. This is a whole year's worth. Nicely stuffed. You can tell my progression of how I got a lot more artsy throughout the year, because like in the beginning I didn't really know what I was doing. Anyways, so this is my first ever journal that I did like a whole year. So let's just get into it. Yeah, so oh, and also they kind of, the like end started kind of bending, so I don't use this thing anymore. So yeah, anyways, you open it. This part comes with the book obviously because it's, you know, Harry Potter stuff. 2017, yeah. And then every month I start like a page, like a month page. So this was January. Doesn't look that cute, you know, things get better over time. And this was just the first day, New Year's Day, a Polaroid of my dog. Wow, I miss him so much. Sherlock aired. Wow, that feels like literally 3 million years ago. I can't even. And then I didn't really know what I was doing with this journal as of yet. I planned a little bit of my videos. Yeah, let's not look at that. It wasn't cute. And then here I did like a little like flip through of all these pictures that I had. I had like a daily calendar from the Met, and so I just made a little flip book, you know, and wrote down all the different, what they are. And then my January TBR, this kind of became my trend that I do this every month, the TBR. Yeah, wrote a little bit about it. And then I realized I was kind of stupid because I make TBR videos, so. Oh, and also my reading goal was 25. Achieved it. And then this spread over here was kind of like an ode to Pride and Prejudice, because this time the year before I was obsessed with the movie, and I was gonna put more here, but you know, didn't get around to it. I saw this on somebody's Instagram. I think it was Super Space Chick. And so I decided to do it. Yeah, really original. Just my Hogwarts profile. And then this was kind of like a mood board. Kind of looks ugly, but you know, we're figuring things out. And then I just did this little thing about New York because I had my calendar from 2016 had like this, so I wanted to do something with it. And then this is just a random day, like a terrible Polaroid that I took, but like if you look closely, you can see things. Yeah, got a calendar that was 50% off. What a steal, you know? And these are page ideas, but I never really even used this, so let's just forget about that. And then I read Cinder, or I listened to it, and so I decided to write about it. Yep. And then I made this mood board, and I was listening to Scarlet while making this and gluing it in, so like I feel so like nostalgic when I look at this. And they were like on the train, if you know what I'm talking about. Okay, yeah, Scarlet by Marissa Meyer. Yeah, and then I finished the Lunar Chronicles, listening to all of them, and I wanted to do a little bit of like my thoughts or whatever. And then I printed these out, and I needed like a background, so I was just gonna look for like one picture. Then I was looking through all of like the things that I cut out from magazines, and I realized like each one of these are kind of like the settings of each book. So like Cinder is in like the city, Scarlet in the farm, Cress in the desert, and Winter and like the moon, you know? So like I feel I was very proud of myself for that, so yeah. And then this, I was just trying out some blackout poetry. Isn't really that good, you know. It was my first one I ever did. Like I was saying, I had magazine cutouts and stuff like that for like collages, and I just had a whole big like folder of them, so I used some of them here. That's kind of really stupid. Moving on. Again, with the magazines, made a little thing. Haven't even read this thing. I don't even know what it says. Just made that, you know, in class. I was really bored, okay? And then it was my mom's birthday, so I just did a little bit of pictures for her. We gotta get through this fast because this is like huge. A little bit on Sherlock because it finished. I went to breakfast with my friends, so I just did a little thing on that. Finished Poison Study. I had been taking pictures of quotes that I liked from it, so I just wrote them all out and, you know, did this. And then I was watching Interstellar and I just came up with this little bit. It says, learning more about space helps me appreciate the miracle of a planet I get to exist on. Yeah, really profound. This was just like a random day I wrote about. I think I went to the movies instead of going to math class, which is always an achievement. And then my mom was like, don't forget Rocky had a bath today. So I was like, well, that's a journal page. And then it was my birthday, and so I did this little spread. That was the wrapping paper my mom used, presents, me. I also went to a Hindu temple, so inserted that picture here. And then this is a little pocket, and because I had gotten a typewriter, so I just wrote about my day, and then I wrote like what I got for my birthday so I can remember. And then this is my January wrap-up that I made like little tabs for. You know what, we'll open these since this is a special occasion. I'm showing you the journal. I haven't taken these out. Okay, you know what? It's just tearing everything up. I'm really good at life. Love it. Yeah, anyways, because like once I finished it, I realized they're just gonna like swing out everywhere all the time, so I just taped them down. But these are just the books that I read in January as wrap-ups go. And I did a little type out of it. Wow, that's when I read Stolen Songbird. Isn't that crazy? One of my favorite books ever. Yep, okay, let's not read that or else it'll hurt my soul. And then here's February's opening month page, whatever, took that picture. And I also spelled February wrong, so you know, let's just ignore that. Honestly, don't remember at all what this is about. I think I just wanted to do a random spread, so I did. And then my February TBR, and then I just checked them off as I read them, but like I kind of never did that ever again. And then these are just some quotes by Ken Follett. And then for these next couple pages, starting with this one, I had to do a project for school where it was like make up your own religion. So, and like there was like certain guidelines, but I just decided to like do it out. And I also think this was like the start of me being a freaking moon child. So, you know, like the like visual start, like you could finally see me starting to be like, oh, the stars and constellations. But yeah, anyways, and so I had to make up like creation story, or like an important story about it. And so like these are just like special holidays or whatever I had to make. And I thought this came out really cute. Okay. Oh wait, no. And then, you know, like what death is in my religion that I made up. So yeah, real cute. And then this day was just a really warm day. Obviously 62 degrees. Isn't that crazy? In Vermont in February. Oh my God. Anyways, but I was sleeping the whole day. So, you know, didn't really get to experience much of it. And then we have my February wrap-up. Tried to do something different instead of just printing out pictures. Thought it came out cute. The March month page, I just taped these flowers down. You know, I don't really know how to do those. Okay. And then my March TBR kind of looks ugly. Whatever. I'm just hard on myself, okay? And then this was such a good day. I won Bolito. It's like the lottery kind of. Anyways, and then like other really good things happened. So I wrote it all down so that I could remember it. And it was warm again this day. Crazy. And like my favorite sub was subbing for my least favorite class. So it was a good day all around. Just some random quote. I went into the city for the day, and so I just did a little bit of a spread on it. Yeah. Went to the Smile, apparently that's a famous place. Had a great waffle. Then I just did the spread about England. I was really getting into British history. Was I already into it? I can't remember. But I was, you know, watching a lot of documentaries at this very point, so I just did a little, you know, because I really want to go to England, all right? And some more of that. And then this, I just decided to, like, you know, a memory time bit. And then this, I did it in class, like in art class, but then I didn't know what to put in here. And I was like, I'll do it later. Later never came, so, you know, it just kind of looks really cute, just there. Waste of all this gold foil, but, you know, whatever. Too late now, no regrets. Again, with these hands that I cut out, cute picture. One of my favorite songs at the time. This was my March reading wrap up. You know, only 3 books. April, it looks very, you know, springy, so, and like clean and minimal, which is not me, but whatever. I went to this thing called the Teen Lit Mob in Vermont, so I just, you know, did a little thing. Like Heather Demetrios and Aaron Starmer was there. I got free books, so yeah. April TBR. Then this is the most important page. Probably not, but like this is a very important page because I had to reference this the whole year. Probably should have done it in the beginning, but I wasn't into that in the beginning of the year. So these are just the full moons of 2017. Did that myself. Thank you very much. Watched a YouTube video on how to do it. All the full moons. Yeah, and I was gonna like write all the things in it that happened in April because I barely did anything. But I didn't, so I just wrote too many things. And then here's May's month page. Love gold foil. I saw this in a YouTube video, so I just decided to do it. And it was supposed to be flowers all around, but I got lazy as always. May TBR, I think it's really cute. This random page, not that cute, of washi tape around it. I went to New York for the day again, so just kind of like a memory page. This random page with like this quote or passage, or I don't really know what it is, but and I don't know who it's by, so yeah, that's what that is. The books I read in May, again, really reading a lot. Okay, and so now, funny thing here, right? I left these pages open, or like blank, for the title page because I just wanted to do this because I had this idea like right away, and then my TBR, because it's June, but I accidentally forgot and I just, you know, went over here. So this is June, gorge picture, gorge glitters, you know, real cute. And then we have things I want to do this summer. I wrote month by accident, tragic. And these are things that I actually, some of these things I kind of achieved in the summer, so, you know. And then on top of the whole thing, I made this cute little thing, you know, whatever, and I freaking wrote May instead of June. Yeah, I love myself. Anyways, and then my TBR, let's just skip that month page. I was doing an online course, so it finished. I was like, man, I miss it. And then this, just, I like layered these 2 different pictures together and put this quote by Richard Weber. And then this, another one with a quote, you know, cute quote. And I feel like this is where I began getting really extra with my pages. Here's where I read The Raven Cycle, and so I just printed out a bunch of these pictures. I love this picture. I love that fan art. Yep, and so that I made a little like pocket to keep all those pictures in. Wrote a little bit, like listened to the audiobooks. And then this page, we went to Fort Ticonderoga. How exciting. And then I was like, perfect, I can make a spread because I have this washi tape that I never use because it's like adventurous, and I'm like, no thanks. Outside. And then I did this painting. I just did like a print of it, printed it out, and just did like little swatches. I got this cool paper from Michael's, and then I put a quote on it by Sarah Williams. This was real cute. Again, getting real extra, putting random stuff in here like a freaking flower. My graduation. So it was just like pictures of my graduation, you know, a little bit of a write-up about it. And then I like forgot to put a page in here. So it was my dog's birthday. So, you know, cute. Great picture, I know. Love him. Gotta love his little tiny teeth. I can't, even though he bites me all the time, whatever. And then my June wrap-up. The Raven Cycle was a big theme here. So I put the like birds that they have in the books. And then we have July. This was so, I love it, okay? I wish I had filmed it. I filmed making this page, so, but I think this was the first of my journal with me's, so yeah. I wasn't journaling for forever, so I just wrote a little bit about it, and then I just drew my desk for some reason, and it looks terrible, but whatever, I'm not gonna criticize myself too much. This now is terrible. This was my house in Vermont, but I moved from it and I was really gonna miss it. So I like just printed out some random pictures of it, and then I realized I wanted a background. I didn't like just the lines, so I just cut these pieces, and it doesn't look cute, okay? It's, you know, but I still, my house, I miss it. My mailbox, I miss you. And this little quote or something, I didn't know where it's from, but yeah, and I was a rep for Flick the Wick and I got real excited about it, so I just did a little spread on that. I was gonna print out pictures that I took of the candles, but I didn't get the chance to. This was just a random thing. I wanted to put this picture in here. Never finished it. Yeah, not good. The end of July, this looks so summery and very not me, but it kind of looks cute. My July wrap up. August, a Harry Potter kind of theme going on here. A quote, some flower drawings. A Game of Thrones spread. Also did a video on this. Sorry the lighting's getting so bad. It's kind of a gloomy day. This was the Wizarding World tag. I was gonna film it, but then I was like, yeah, I don't feel like it, so I just did it in my journal because why not? This beautifulness. I'm very proud of this page. Yeah, very extra. Got some safety pins in here. Got some twine. You know, it's happening here. I think I also did a journal with me for these pages. So, yep. This was like a homage, is that the word I'm looking for, to my grandfather, because he's been passed away for a couple years now, and it was like on the anniversary. So I did this spread for him because he was a fisherman. So yeah, because I bought these stickers like forever ago. I had been saving them for this spread. So yeah, I did that finally and did some little sea kind of pictures. This is just a little collage of my August wrap up. Didn't even really notice that. That's terrible. But I only finished one book this month, so yeah. And then this was a goodbye to summer, thank God, because, you know, summer aesthetics are not always easy to work with when you are like a fall, winter kind of gal. September. Now this is my beautifulness, me being very extra, maximalist, eclectic, whatever. I did a journal with me for this one. This is just a quote from Sylvia Plath. Things that I wanted to learn in autumn because I did the summer one and it worked very well, but I feel like I barely did any of these things, so this time didn't really work out. My September TBR. I watched the Pirates of the Caribbean. There was this like wanted paper flyer at the beginning of the movie that I was just like, you know, I'm gonna just draw it while I watch the whole movie, and then I just wrote my thoughts on it. And like I wrote these thoughts before I even finished it, and then once the credits started rolling, these all came out. So yeah, I think this looks nice and cute and piratey. Got my little black sealing wax. I wanted to do the moon again. This one I feel like wasn't as successful as the first moon I made that you saw a little while ago, but you know, practice makes perfect. A quote around it. I don't really like how the setup came out, but whatever. And then my September wrap up kind of looks like my July TBR now that I think of it. October, I think this is so beautiful and so witchy, and I'm like, I did good with this, okay? I'm really tooting my own horn and then just like bashing on myself in this video, so, you know. The monthly page and then my TBR. And then this, I love this as well. This is just like good stuff that I really love like during the time. And then this is just a quote by Ray Bradbury because I wanted to October country one. Then I got paint chips and made this little pumpkin out of it. And these pages get stuck together all the time because they're both like this new black paint that I got, and it's like sticky. This is my constellation Aquarius, but in flowers. I saw it on Pinterest, so I did it. And it's like galaxy. This isn't like a spread together. These like happen separately, but I guess they kind of look like they go together. Again, another moon. I think this one looks really nice. And a quote. This was Halloween, a little Halloween doodles, and a Halloween quote. October wrap up, did them on these little leaves. They're dark green, but they have like this brown lovely suede kind of feel on the back of the leaf. So I just wrote my wrap up on this, put some little fall vibey pictures in here. November, very starry because I got these stars for like really cheap. Was very happy about that, but I didn't finish putting the stars up because you had to like kind of do each one individually so they all stuck properly. So, you know. This, I was making these for Christmas cards, and I wanted one for my own, so I just stuck it in here. My October playlist, so it's October and November playlist, 2017. Just songs that I've been listening to. It's like all on my Spotify, and so I just loved these things. And then I have this artwork. I don't know what it's called. I don't know who did it, but it kind of inspired me to do this. Okay, this page is ugly. You can't see it, but this was a conversation on Snapchat that I had with my friend Moira. We love BuzzFeed Unsolved, so it was kind of like a, you know, hilarious thing. Okay, see this real quick, like ugly. Okay, I had visions for it. And then my December pages, gosh, we're finally at the end. Real extra, really love it. Did I do a journal with me for this? I think so, right? And so then I like a little calendar, very Christmassy, very happy about that. Christmas is my fave. I loved this December TBR page because it looks so like classy and sophisticated. Like I did like white trees on there and everything. And this was supposed to be like Silent Night or whatever, but I didn't finish it because I was so busy making cards all December. There's a hole in it, so yeah. And then I didn't journal that much because I was making cards all December. So this is a very Christmassy spread. My friend Alana gave me a present and it came with this little tag and this little note that I wanted to keep and all these sequins and things, these little snowmen. So I was like, you know what, I want to keep them all. So I just put them all on this page. And then my last breakfast of 2017 was cup noodles. I mean, these aren't my favorite cup noodles or anything, but like that's what I happen to eat. Then these are just important things that happened this year that I wanted to remember. Like big things that happened, like graduating high school and stuff like that and getting into Parsons and things like that. Learning to drive, wow. And it's just got these little like moons and stuff on it. And then random things that I remember from this year. So I just did this little pouch like that. So I like just put this little pouch and I wrote it all on this little paper and I tied it up with twine for future look-sees. And then this is the end. Yeah, a little goodbye journal, a little Polaroid of my journal in its final form. Lots of stars that are falling out now that I've touched them. Great. And then a little I'll miss you so much. Thank you for being good. Got a little sad that it was all over for this book and that I would have to move on to a new one, but alas, all good things come to an end, just like this video. Oh my god, I finally done it. You're very welcome, okay? You've been bugging me for it. I was gonna do it like up to September and then do the rest and do the whole thing in 2 separate videos, but I just procrastinated so hard. So, and but I had filmed that video like up to halfway, but I just never edited it. So yeah, this is she made it, kind of. Very proud of it. Yeah, that's it. I missed it already. It's already February. Working on my new journal, kind of. I've just been so busy. It's so hard to find time to work on it. But, yep. Hopefully this gave you some inspo. I try to post pictures on my Instagram stories of my journal spreads that I make sometimes. So, yeah. That is about it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Goodbye.
I was yours on Sunday while we watched the children play. We fell deep in love again, like we always do.